Scan something.
Hey!
Hey, are we live? Look at that.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. We're going. I don't know who's in here because YouTube fucked up the first attempt at this. So, who's in here? Let us know.
We lost the first stream, but we're here.
Pull the chat up. Okay. I think we're here. Alright, well, I think we lost anybody that was on the original one. Like most Sunday nights, we ended up attacking Kojak's. So here we are.
Whatever.
And naturally, we're talking about sexual harassment. So,
Get your hands off me.
I guess Jen, our manager, wanted us to start off by talking about how, even though this has to do with the film and YouTube world right now, it's something that's very common in the music world as well. We obviously don't have as much experience with that, or interactions, at least I don't. But, oh look, we have, you found us. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Sid?
What's going on, Sid?
You found us, even though the first stream fucked up. Alright. Thanks for sticking with us here.
Shoo.
Yeah, so most of you are familiar with the Kesha and Dr. Luke situation. That's still going on, but Kesha has a new album out.
Yeah,
So at least
and it's
there's
awesome.
that. We don't know if any of the allegations are true, but it made for a great album. So, man, so these guys' neighbor Alice said it looked like I just got laid, and it does, but I wish that was true. We've just been filming all day.
It's been a busy one.
Yeah, and then all this stuff with Harvey Weinstein, which is crazy because if you think about the movies that Harvey Weinstein's done, it's like remember Hoodwinked?
I never saw that.
And there's also like much more like famous
More famous.
things. But some of the stories coming out of this are like really, really crazy. Yeah, the casting couch. The title is the
situation.
exposing Hollywood's casting couch situation. It's not really much of an exposing though, because everybody kind of knew what was happening. It's just now for some reason the doors are bust open and everybody's talking about it, which are good. Men aren't the only perpetrators. Women are the only victims. Yeah, it's definitely true. Hey, Granny, what's up?
Hey, Granny.
So like we said, we're not too knowledgeable on the subject, but one of the things that kind of brought it to our attention was the last couple videos we've done. We did like 7 types of band managers and 7 types of producers. There was a character, Ray, in there that our friend SB played, and we thought it was funny because that horn dog manager seemed so ridiculous that it was not realistic at all. And then when those videos went out, virtually every female that watched a video that had anything to do with entertainment said that's exactly how it is. And
Which is horrible.
so it brought it really kind of brought it to our attention, like, is it really like this? Including Siren Fire. She saw our video and she was like, that I've had 8 agents just like that.
Oh,
really?
8 of them. They keep multiplying.
The prude maker finally struck in the right place. The prude meter. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, in the sense of the sexual harassment stuff. Yeah, I guess at least it's working to kind of correct things. We were talking the other day, actually, I think with Kojak, about how things might overcorrect for a little while, so there might be some false accusations and things which suck, but at the same time, at least things are correcting a little bit more that way. But yeah, the SB did the Ray, the horn dog manager, in our videos, and she was doing, well, we thought the only tasteful way to kind of do that character would be to have a female play it, so she could really, show how it kind of is.
Yeah.
And
I was the victim the second video.
yeah, right. And she said things like, let's spin around for me, like that ass is gonna make you a star and stuff. And it's just odd.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess to the right person could be all like fun and games, but not in this like professional setting where you're supposed to act fucking professional.
And then the other guy that's been in the news that hits a little more to what we've been doing recently with YouTube is Andy Signore. from Honest Trailers because we're huge fans of the show. And we have friends like Jason, who used to work at, what can't I think of the name? Company. That company. That does, there's this, whoever did Honest Trailers. Anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's been an odd time because like I think like Lindsay Lohan, Woody Allen have come out and said that they were like this is a witch hunt and it's kind of unjust to Harvey Weinstein, Andy Signore, and all them, and that's not been a very popular opinion. So I don't know. I think there's like a middle truth there somewhere about all this.
Yeah.
That's how I knew it was fake. No one would want that from Vince. Screen Junkies. That was the show. This is this channel. We've had friends that work at Screen Junkies, and I know they're kind of torn right now because they worked under Andy.
Jeez.
Now the people we knew were guys, so they didn't have the casting couch situation.
I mean, I wonder if gay men have to deal with the same shit like this.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're watching this later, or if you're in the chat right now, you're not talking, or if you're watching this later and you're in any unique situation that we're not addressing right now and these things come up, then leave a comment and let us know. Like, comment, maybe not necessarily your story, or if you want to be anonymous, give us a story, because this is something we're kind of all like learning about. I don't think anybody thought was like completely not happening, but it's just interesting. Like I said, for our videos, it was seeing the 7 types of managers and producers and stuff, and then that one really resonating, the horn dog really resonating with people in a humorous way, but also like in a really relatable way, which is kind of sad because we didn't think that character was going to be the one that related to not people but the situations. You know, it was just
so weird.
Odd.
There's so many like I don't know, other of those 7 types that you would think would be more popular than that one, but
yeah,
I guess it's these times now.
The super sad thing is it's not just entertainment yet. Politics, yeah, politics. Like I guess anything where there's money and power involved, it's an odd situation. But I don't know. We want to keep the conversation a little bit lighthearted. We know this is a serious subject, but as usual, we're going to talk about like what we've been doing this week. Today, we were doing a little bit of music with Kojak here, and we'll probably be returning here in a second after we're done with the live stream. But before that, we spent most of the day filming with Siren Fire and our friend Deuce. Jen says, I have straight agent and manager friends that have told me numerous times the amount of harassment they endure from the gay execs. Oh, so it's the other way around.
Wow, okay, so yeah, it's both ways. Interesting.
Yep, money and power. It sucks. I wish we didn't have to worry about money.
You think you can swing your shit around because you got money? Because you can fire me?
Let me see if I can pull up these pictures from today's shoot, because that could be interesting. We might disappear. Oh no, you know what? We don't have to disappear. I can just do this. Look at that. Access to photos. If somehow we disappear, forgive me. Because we are... Okay, cool. This... Here we... Oh, that was interesting. It just flipped everything around. Okay. I don't know what this is doing. Let's forget about that. Oh, and it flipped it here too.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. Okay. Look at it. Sorry. Let's see if this... Okay. I'm not sure what that just did.
We are running on fumes here, peeps.
This might flip it back around, but let's see if this still... Hey, there we go. So this is from filming with Siren Fire today.
Yes.
Look what she showed up as.
She's rocking the colors.
She's the true cosplayer. We're waiting for this to catch up here. I'm watching this here. There we go. Let's pull the chat back up. Siren Fire was wearing RKVC outfit earlier. Oh, cool. Oh, so yeah, you follow Siren Fire on her socials. Yeah, she had that. And then our friend Deuce, let me pull this up, was here we go. Look how cute. Deuce will be... Oh, wow, I flipped it again over here. Sorry we keep flipping around. Deuce will be portraying the long-lost member of RKVC.
Yes.
So that might just be a reoccurring character that happens every once in a while.
It's freaking awesome to work with Deuce.
There were just a lot of people dressed up as us today.
There was. There was just a lot of people today.
Oh, yeah, Granny says she's copying me. Yeah, Granny was the first one.
Granny was the first.
Sire needs ink. Well, there you go.
Hey. Maybe I can
the next.
Convince her to get a sleeve.
I think you need Colby to teach you how to do this.
Live stream.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. We've talked about this already. We're so technically inept.
3 computers and 2 iPads.
Yeah, they have this figured out and we don't. We're lucky that we have the phone working. I got a new tripod this week. That was the advancement to this. The funny thing is, we didn't expect to be here, so there's actually a whole setup in our normal set.
Yeah,
ready to go.
Set up.
Let's take this off. As much as we love dudes.
Yeah, let's take this off.
Oh, the text here too, by the way. I don't know how to.
There you go.
X? No.
Try again.
You know, let's just tuck. I'm so lost. Can we tuck him over?
There you go.
Sure. He's gonna be off to the side here. And all right. So what are you guys up to?
Yeah.
This is gonna be kind of a short today because we're in someone else's space, and also we have very little knowledge on the subject at hand.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's super unfortunate that people have to go through this, and I'm sure it happens every freaking day.
Yeah, you know, we noticed something on Facebook. A lot of women are putting the little Me Too tag on their Facebook. We're just gonna give the benefit of the doubt and assume that they're all telling the truth, and that is horrifying to see because it's just like a flood of Me Too.
Because I'm hungry, all I hear is meat. Ooh.
But it doesn't have to do with that. It has to do with women that have also suffered from sexual harassment. So, so they're saying Me Too, and yeah, it's been crazy seeing how many women have addressed that. Jen says, "Rub the photo's belly, establish dominance."
We did. We kicked it over there.
Nobody wants to see Jeff take it off. That's why it's called the dead zone. No, dead pool.
Yes.
Jeff's penis is called the dead pool. This conversation took a quick turn.
References.
Right. I'm trying to think here. This week we have another board game test thing. I'll come out I think Friday.
Yep.
This isn't Play Monster, but a video game. God, I wish video game companies. If you want to send us games, send us games.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Board game company, a new game, sent us a prototype, and we played that with Siren, Fire, and Deuce, and so that'll probably be out at the end of the week. It's a new Kickstarter game, so it's kind of interesting.
That was crazy. We had the Dark Harbor paranormal investigation. I'm sure you guys already saw.
Yeah, that's true as well. If you haven't seen it yet, there's 2 Dark Harbor paranormal investigation videos. The second one, the shorter one, that's like 15 minutes or so. That one's probably the one you want to watch. That kind of gives you like the highlights of the night. But then you can also go back to the live stream and see like an hour and 20-minute version.
Yeah.
Of like what we live streamed before the signal cut out. I'm not saying it was Tezande's fault, but he spoke. And then the live stream cut out. So I don't think he's evil. I just think his voice resonates to cancel the Wi-Fi. But because of that, you didn't get to hear Tezande sing "Row, row, row your boat" to a dead child.
Because that's literally what the story is.
Tell Tech to talk Taka Tech track.
Teak.
Teak. I don't know if that means anything.
What?
It says tell Tech to talk Taka Teak track.
Takatik track? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
What did Granny say? And just think about how many don't
even want to bring it up again. It's pretty awful. Yeah,
it's so crazy.
We actually, speaking, the one little bit of experience we have a close friend that's a big YouTuber, and we're not gonna call her out right now, but she had a pretty horrible experience a little over a year ago. She got assaulted sexually by someone who's pretty big in the YouTube community, and it's been a reoccurring issue because it took a year to kind of recover from emotionally from the situation, and then just recently started running into them again, and it's not been good psychologically and emotionally, and I feel bad because I've been talking to this friend and have no idea how to help or what to say, and you can listen, but you just feel helpless, not being able to do anything. And I think the national news about everything with Harvey and Andy and Dr. Luke and Kesha and stuff hasn't been helping the overall climate of that.
Yeah, and I feel like every woman, and I guess it doesn't really happen to straight guys. Well, maybe it does. I guess.
Terry Crews says he had
women.
Something. No, it was a guy.
CEOs or
James Vanderbeek, really? He came out and said something?
Or Jen said, gay execs hitting on straight men.
What's his face?
Yeah, Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman and
his buddy that committed suicide.
Oof.
And Corey Feldman had brought it up 20 years ago. Everybody thought he was crazy. Yeah. Weird little side note: we're on a collaboration song with Corey Feldman. We've never met him, but somewhere out there you can hear us and 200 other people and Corey Feldman sing together. And I think he went in this weird path because I think everybody thought he was nuts after talking about this. So Hollywood's doors are blown wide open.
It's interesting. I guess what I was trying to say though is that after all this stuff blew up, I'm sure every single person who's a victim has just been hairs standing up on the back of their necks, goosebumps, just thinking of how either they did say something or they can't say something, and how we can build more awareness and help people that have been abused or sexually.
Granny says here, the best thing to do is just exactly what you do. You're respectful and treat everyone with kindness. Well, we try.
Yeah. I mean,
thank you.
Listening is probably the biggest thing they need. Having someone to talk to.
I think something that's very unique too is kids get molested a lot too in the industry. That is awful to think about. I'm kind of. I don't even know where.
Joe Biden's whole speech about it?
No.
It was amazing.
I had to take a look. I used to work for Joe.
It was
to take a look at that.
It was amazing, and he said everything the way that you would want it to be said, where he was forceful and this is disgusting.
Yeah.
People are scared to say what happened.
Yeah.
This is why we need to understand it and be a safe place for people to talk.
That's awesome.
The interesting thing is Harvey's being called out, but there are people that people still aren't naming.
Yeah, exactly.
How powerful are those people?
Right.
If Harvey's being called out.
And then these other people. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I was just thinking. Wait, Corey Feldman's friend was Corey Haim. Yeah. And then Tazon sounds like what I think Shaq's penis would sound like if it could talk. That's Jin. Always in the and right now, Granny is scolding Jin. This is a great live. I wish this live stream, this chat saved.
That's awesome.
But I was gonna say, I just thought of something else. We have another friend, also a female. This is an interesting situation because this other friend, who I won't name, works in the adult film industry, and that gets to be an interesting line because I guess people who interact with her feel like because she's in the industry that sexual harassment can't happen, and this is far from the truth because she has some pretty horrific stories as well. And it's an interesting thing because before moving to LA, we've heard kind of stories here and there, but nothing like this huge blow up that's happening right now.
Say Siren Fire.
Hey, Siren Fire's here, and also scolding Jin. This is a good chat so far. Jin, this is serious. Calm yourself.
Brandon says Courtney Love called out Weinstein in 2005.
She got blacklisted by the CCA.
Really?
Doing it that's why she doesn't do anything anymore, is because she called them out and then they blacklisted her for life.
That's insane.
Way to do something messed up to someone who has an addiction problem.
Yeah,
right. And it was kind of
awesome.
and she was kind of turning her life around because she was in that Andy Kaufman movie and was fantastic.
Several movies.
Yeah, and really good in them actually.
Right now, Granny and Siren Fire are teaming up to get Jin to calm down. Tell him, Siren.
Is Jin upset?
Let's see here. Jin said that Tay's Onde's voice sounds like Shaq's penis, if he could talk.
Good timing while we're talking about sexual.
Exactly.
CAA Kojak, not CCC.
CAA. I can't remember which middle letter.
Ka. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's all stuff we're learning about. So Brandon's contributed a lot in here. If anybody's watching this after the fact, please leave comments about experiences, what things that like.
I was gonna say stuff like this makes me so angry because even earlier today when we were talking about it, I wish I could like go undercover as a female in a situation like this, and then just like rip off the wig and just start beating the crap out of the dude.
You can pull it off. I've seen the makeup.
Hey,
Yeah, Vince has been in a wig,
but like, what do you do? Like how? You obviously like you don't want to lose your job. It's such a hard situation. I mean,
Let us know if we're still here because our playback just stopped. Chat was disconnected.
It's because I started talking.
Let us know if we're still here because our preview just went away. If you can see us, let us know. This is.
I can see you.
You can. Okay, cool. We're still here.
Kojak
Maybe
can
my
see us.
maybe
Well,
my
I
computer.
can see
Oh.
That's all that matters.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep talking in case.
Yeah, timer's still running, and we're almost done anyway.
So, what was I just gonna say? There we go. Okay, Granny says she can hear us.
Alright, cool.
All right, cool. So, in any instance, they are counting on your silence. Great, you're here. Okay, cool. So, actually, Siren Fire is good. It's a good timing that you're here. We actually just a couple hours ago when we finished filming, we had this conversation. It was another kind of like enlightening moment for us. We were talking about a situation where we had someone who felt way more comfortable in our private situation than they should be. Saying stalker is a heavy term, but that might be the closest thing that we could say. And we were talking about how we didn't really know what to do in the situation, and Siren Fire was like, well, yeah, the whole thing, you would just say like, oh, we're gonna go home, and like just get out of the situation. Meanwhile, all of us that were in the situation were like, it took us like an hour to figure that out, and then the Siren Fire was like, man, you guys haven't had stalkers before, have you? It's like, no, this is not
We haven't had that.
And she told us like, Siren Fire, how many you told us like half a dozen stories in that instance, and that's horrible. That's an everyday thing for you. Like, this happened to us once and we were mortified.
I'm kind of I don't even know what to say about that.
The real question is, how many of us have been guilty of committing it because we're unaware of what we're doing? That's another good point. I think I can't ever pronounce her name. Mayim Balik Blossom.
Yeah.
She made a video about like, how do you know you're not raising a son like Harvey Weinstein? And I think there is a lot, not all of it, there's personal responsibility, but there's a lot that has to do with like the way you're raised and how you're taught, so I fear that myself. Siren Fire, it's because you're not used to it. No one should be used to that. Ugh, okay.
It is ridiculous that is even a statement that is true.
So here, I'm gonna close this computer up. Hi. So Brandon said I had a cyber stalker once. That's sorry, man. Granny says, oh hell yeah, always have an exit strategy.
I guess
Siren
so,
Fire said, yeah,
right?
it's ridiculous. What world do we live in?
I don't know. When has this ever been okay?
What's terrifying is that it can flip things because of the way when people are treated a certain way, it can literally make it so that if you say hi to someone on the street, they feel confronted just because, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
those videos when they have the people walking down the street and people are saying hi and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, literally just saying hi can actually come off as like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why are you talking to me? And simply because there's so many people who treat people poorly.
Yeah.
And that's messed up.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I guess, when people talk about there was a time that you could leave your doors unlocked, and then because of the way history and society goes, you have to lock your doors. It's like, when I was in college, essentially the rules were, don't fuck up, and we won't bother you. But then people fuck up, and so they have to bother us a lot because someone else did. And we were talking about that a little bit earlier about how there's going to probably be this overcorrection of you just have to be careful with your words.
Well, that and people jumping on the bandwagon looking for a buck and stuff like that.
That's true.
Are just going to give it a bad name. But as long as we don't focus on those people and just brush them off because they're assholes and still make sure that we're focusing on the actual issue of the people that were affected.
Yeah.
That's the question is, because this has happened before, it's just will we be able to, as a community, focus on the actual events and not just be like, oh, that guy's a douchebag, so they all must be douchebags.
Yeah.
You know?
And can we fix the problem to where we can talk again to people?
Yeah.
Because that's a huge issue. Is like
It's infected.
you should be able to tell someone that they look pretty today.
Yeah.
Without it coming off as I'm sexually harassing you, but because of the societal stigma of what's going on and the climate of what's going on, you kind of can't do that anymore.
Yeah, because the person receiving it doesn't ever know the intentions.
That's so weird, yeah.
behind it.
And like I don't know, I tend to tell women that are just naturally gorgeous, like, oh my God, you're beautiful, like, I love your hair, everything.
Like, bye, have a nice day.
Yeah, so now I can't even do that, like.
Well, we were in the mall. I saw like the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like, wow, you are stunning, and I love your outfit.
Yeah.
But that's immediately like too aggressive and a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
When I mean nothing by it, I'm not trying to sleep with her. I just
wanted
to tell you.
and I mean, growing up, like throwing a compliment like that could make somebody's day.
Yeah. It makes my day when someone's like, hey, you look good now.
Yeah.
Now, you know?
That's interesting because back in I think it was Delaware. It's funny because we were talking about going for drives. Sometimes we need to like decompress and stuff. And this was one of those days I was out for a drive and I drove out to the Baltimore Inner Harbor. And from where I lived at the time, that was about an hour and a half. And I remember I just like drove out to the harbor, looked out at the ocean for like an hour, and then drove back. And this man who I'm presuming was gay because he walked up to me and he asked me like, "Are you straight?" I was like,
that was the first thing he said.
I was like, yeah, sorry. He's like, okay, well that's too bad because you're cute. And he walked away. And I was like, that was really flattering. And I told that story to someone else who's very conservative, and they were like, why would you let someone talk to you like that? I was like, he didn't say, can I fuck you in the ass? Like,
well, I was walking with my ex once, and this gay guy was walking down the street and looked at her and went, he's cute, hold on to him.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna like do each other right there on the street just because he gave me a compliment, and it wasn't super aggressive or anything.
Yeah,
like, he
it was a compliment. Yeah,
and it's a bigger compliment when it comes from a gay guy, anyway.
So to catch up on comments here, Jen said he's had a few, I guess, encounters, and then Granny said the world lost its mind at the voting booth worldwide. We're not gonna say our political affiliation, but we agree.
Which is why I always. For granny hugs. I could use a granny hug right now.
So yeah, Granny said this is why she always asks if somebody wants a granny hug, which is a smart thing to do.
It's a good thing.
These problems were present before the last election.
See, but I can't ask people if they want a granny hug.
Well, because it means something else coming from you. You need to message Scott and tell him not to tweet during your streams. True. Jen says, Vince, you look pretty today.
See? Thanks, Jen. You just made my night, man.
She didn't stop lying because you can't.
Brandon, another problem is women who say they wish men would do this to them, but you don't always know which women want and who don't. I've also been told I was attracted by a gay man. Yeah, so I think it comes down to, well, who wants it, who doesn't, but also the intention, because there could be an actual creep that is, saying nice things to begin with, but there's no way for you to distinguish that unless you know them, and even then.
I have noticed that there's one thing about people in particular, but like especially if you're complimenting a woman, if you compliment something that she has nothing to do with, she takes it less to heart. So if you're like, I really like your earrings, she chose those earrings to wear today, and so she played a part in that. If you're like, wow, your eyes are amazing, she didn't make her eyes. And I find that it's a little it becomes less aggressive when it's like, wow, your hair looks really nice done that way, or
Yeah.
something like that. Then it's not like
That's
you're
actually-
hot. You know what I mean? It comes
Badass.
off a little bit less like creepy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Our friend Marvelous She actually kind of brought it up. She was saying, actually in a reverse kind of way, she was like, if she's going to insult someone, she won't say you're fat or she won't say like she doesn't like your hair or something like that because it's not really your choice, or like that you're black or whatever. But she'll go for something that you chose. You're like, your shoes suck. So this is the reverse. Like,
I
it's
just
exactly
say
what
you
you say.
make bad choices.
Yeah, right.
But then they look at me and realize I make bad choices.
So, but that's true. Like, if you can compliment or I guess discourage if you don't like the person something they had a choice in, then that carries a lot more weight. Meanwhile, I'm looking. Jen says, "Rod, I'm taking straight to Pound Town." So,
Alright.
So
I guess since he represents us, it does. Wait,
There you go.
That means your music's gonna be huge in England.
I'm fine.
does this come full circle?
I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm so tired. We've been filming all day. I think we're about to wrap up though because it's been a long day. But we have some great videos for you guys. We made so much content today. As Tremaine would say, content. This is great content. Siren Fire did a few videos with us. We sang some songs. She learned a song in like 10 seconds. It was amazing.
And sounded pretty damn good.
And Deuce came
10-second
over.
songs. That sounds
Right.
like a good idea.
Yeah.
And go. And it's over.
And Deuce did a few videos with us. Jen luckily was there to direct some of the stuff because we had.
Deuce.
Yeah, we had to Deuce. Yeah, it's so hard to gauge. I personally enjoy compliments and things like that and can tell if the intention is genuine or not. Well, so Siren Fire has the radar, so that's good.
So you can tell whether it's a good thing or a bad thing,
But
even if you don't know the person.
yeah, read Brandon's comments above mine. Damn it. Oh, this is Jen. So he said Jen doesn't think Rod's pretty, and then says no, Rod, I'm taking straight to Pound Town. So I guess that's context.
So he's on it.
Brandon said I posted a rap sample on Instagram. Cool. Oh, you know what? I think we saw us tagged in that. Haven't looked at it yet. This is an insane week. We'll make a note. So, anyway, thanks for hanging in there for a kind of a heavy topic. We don't usually go in like this with, but it just so much has been happening under this topic. It's been like just snowballing with everybody, and it's also like affected the music industry a lot, and also affected as guys in music, like it, like we just talked about, like how the overall climate, how it kind of
Just like the normal interaction all together, like worldwide, it's ridiculous. Like
So-
almost like a infection or disease or something.
Yeah. So, anyway, thanks for hanging in there with us. I hope you enjoy all the videos this week. Wednesday, we have 7 types of musicians, which we think is really fun. We hope you really like. And then on Friday, we'll have a new game that includes Deuce and Siren Fire, and we're all going to be dancing.
Oh boy.
We haven't looked at the footage yet, so we'll see what that's like. And then the next couple of weeks, we have some really great videos coming out, and look forward to us singing the Siren Fire. So, anyway, if you're watching this afterwards, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Leave comments and talk to us about all this stuff. Give us a like if you like this video. It helps us out a lot.
Yes.
And as always, don't forget to do